As we all know, we have a crisis on our hands between the Israelis and the Palestinians, whatever. They're pretty much ISIS at this point, but yeah, whatever. Um, it's been going on for almost 2 weeks.
It's been going on for centuries.
Well, centuries, but I'm just saying this one
current, yes.
Let's just,
Sorry.
I just want to stick
the peanut
with this.
gallery will
right.
shut up now.
A lot has come out on both sides. You have people attacking, defending, all this other stuff. I could go on and give you facts, information. Kind of feel like it's pointless at this point. I'm really just gonna speak from what I see and my feelings towards it, pretty much. I'm gonna start with this. I have never been more embarrassed to be an American citizen in my life. I thought the whole COVID thing was how we handled that was pretty embarrassing. There's a lot of things that we've done pretty poorly.
How we left Afghanistan.
How we took care of people in Maui, which we forgot. East Palestine, Ohio. Oh, we forgot about that. Yeah, no big deal. We'll get them next year. No problem. I'm embarrassed because there were American citizens from all around the world that were supporting Hamas. Supporting them. Waving the flags. Supporting that. They were killing babies and old people. Murdering them on the streets. They're celebrated. I mean, what the fuck are we doing? I mean, really.
I did see a video of them. You see the bodies of the children in front of the house, and then they shove the parents into the back of a car. I mean, just kicking them in like a folding chair. And I was just like, okay, it's pretty raw.
You know what it is? A lot of people are ill-informed. They're uninformed. They don't do the research. They think that, and again, it's what the media portrays. People are to believe that the Palestinians are held down by the Israelis, that they live in bad conditions because of Israel, not knowing that who controls them, Hamas, that has them in those living conditions. It's pretty much just like what Kim Jong-un, I know I fucked up his name, but does in North Korea. It's the same thing that he does. Well, we celebrate that. I mean, really. We don't even have, look, I understand we're so divided in everything in life. Murdering babies, and people are defending that. Not just American citizens, but people who left those countries and came over here that are now citizens. Not only that, I'll do you one better. People that are in our Congress, House of Representatives are supporting that. AOC, Omar, a bunch of them. Tlaib, just to name a few.
Okay.
Support this. Unbelievable.
I've been trying my best to microdose it, but it is kind of, here's, I guess, a couple of feelings about it, is it's so front page of everything. Not that it doesn't matter, but how blown up it is and shoved in front of everything else currently, I gotta wonder what's going on now.
Right.
Like someone tweeted out, while I know we're all just looking at what's going on with Israel and Hamas, but will someone keep an eye on Bill Gates, see what he's up to? Nope. Like anybody? But that's what I mean. Like that's where I'm kind of like, it's not that I don't care, but it's hard. There's no better way to say it. It's like It's not that I don't care, but I don't care. Like I'm over here. Like if we wanted, I heard it put this way too. If we want to have a talk or discussion or debate about that the Palestinians don't have access to, like, their ports or geopolitical type discussions, okay. But you're right, cutting the heads off kids and the way we're treating civilians in general over there right now is disgusting.
And then people are mad at Israel for attacking back.
Yeah,
I mean, we're in fucking la land.
It's like they're a bowl surrounded by soup. The only way they've been able to stay there, being neighbored by all these countries that are filled with people that have ideologies that just want to wipe them off the face of the earth. That's how they respond, unfortunately. Like, they're using white phosphorus and shit like that on Palestine. The civilians are getting hit. There's so many casualties. That's the problem. Like, both sides are used to fighting fire with gasoline. That's how they stay there.
Right.
But they've been like that forever. It erupts periodically, it seems.
Yeah.
I feel like it's never going to go away. The ultimate goal for either side is kind of wipe the other off the face of the earth when it comes to allies and stuff.
No, U.S. is getting in on it. We're full steam ahead. Hey, listen, we're taking in fucking refugees because it's not like we don't have enough people here. So we're taking them in. All I'm going to say is this. A lot
of air support too. The Israelis are the troops on the ground.
We have all this fucking money.
The naval presence is primarily U.S. The air presence is U.S. And a lot of those naval vessels are aircraft carriers.
We're sending troops there, baby. Who gives a fuck?
I guess the way around that is that is an official ally kind of a thing. So that's the argument, the counterpoint that people are always going to throw at you when you go to question it, which is frustrating because it is there. I get it, but it is frustrating when we're footing the bill for, like, yes, would we try to say that Russia's issues with Ukraine, are not good and it's evil and we don't like it, sure, but I don't think my tax money should go to fund that. Same way with this. We could think, the Hamas and Israel thing is awful and, Hamas is evil and whatever. Should I think that, my tax money should go to fund this war too? Because we do this all the time. Let's fund this freedom fighter fucking area here to overthrow these awful people, and then 5 years later, the awful people, now it's a vicious circle. Like,
right, but I would.
A lot of the weapons and shit we left behind in Afghanistan apparently are being used by Hamas in these assaults.
We don't talk about that. Let's not talk about that. But I will say this: I feel better of us sending money and aid to Israel because they are our ally.
Right, that
part of our NATO group.
Because they would,
Not Ukraine.
Okay.
Even though they've had plenty of opportunities and they said no, fuck you. And again, it's been almost 2 years, and what are we doing? Nothing. All I'm going to say is this, none of this shit was going on when Trump was in. But hey, you know what?
They said he was going to be the one to put us on into World War III, and then
it's amazing.
Now all of a sudden we're on the brink of it, and he's
amazing. None of this shit was going on when Trump was in. But hey, you know what?
That's sad too.
Thank God there's no mean tweets. Thank God. Oh,
let's bring them back.
Oh, and did you see all the fucking Palestine supporters?
There was a lot of irony there. Well, not the Congress ones, but I've seen, like, there were signs on the street, and it was a bunch of people decked out in rainbows, and they said "Queers for Palestine."
Beautiful.
And the comments were great because they're just like, does someone want to tell them? Like,
Mia Khalifa supporting Palestine.
Thrown off the fucking roof over there based on the way you live your life over here. They would kill you over there.
They don't think that.
Right.
They think the world is this everywhere.
I would say that generally now we don't live in a world of nations and ideologies. But when it comes to religious fanaticism, they most definitely do. And that's apparent with all the stuff that we're seeing.
I love that Mia Khalifa supported.
She wore a fucking burqa in a porno. That's how it started.
She's on an ISIS kill list. She is. Like, she cannot go home because ISIS will kill her.
It's not a kiss list?
No, it's not a kiss. It's not a gangbang. It's a fucking you're dead.
Yeah.
But yeah, again, it's like, and especially all these women, AOC, Tlaib, Omar, they support Hamas. It's like, they will kill. Like, they don't respect women.
They would get stoned in the street for speaking up,
It is.
let alone showing their
It
face.
is bonkers. And then they flood the White House, and guess what?
Yeah.
Hold on. Here's
I saw that.
here's what's amazing. Here's what's amazing. That's okay. Hey, they are just there for the freedom of speech. It's ironic because January 6th, an infamous day. Oh my God.
I saw a meme like that too. It had them juxtaposed right to left. January 6th on the left, and then the Hamas support on the right in the occupation. And on the left of January 6th, it says darkest day in history, and then on the right it says stunning and brave. Interestingly enough, the same thing that they were. Same slogan they used for the trans movement when that started.
But again, it doesn't matter how much evidence or proof you put forward. They're just that whatever. They're just stuck in this is what we're doing. And I got to tell you, this is what we deserve. This is what we deserve.
Yeah.
I hope that we get run through. I hope we do. It's a shit show.
It's another piece of that puzzle that we have been putting together, both of us, in theory, the last couple of weeks of there's not going to be an election. They're going to suspend it because of wartime.
Yeah.
Whether it's with the China-Russia thing, now you got Hamas, it's all happening right at once. We don't want this other stuff to happen, so let's enact something that has, we used it once or twice. I'm probably wrong. It probably was just once. Who knows? But, yeah, there's a precedent, and I feel like that's going to be the ace in the hole to keep the game going for a little bit longer until we can get where we need to be. We're behind schedule.
And America as a whole, we're a bunch of pussies. As
you
just said. We let this happen. And there's no fight. We're just like, well.
Right. We're outraged by the news. Even us. I mean, we're going to have to go ahead and eat that. We're outraged by the news, all of us. But then, yeah, we do just go on with our lives. Like, our circle of concern is still really tight, even though socially it seems to be very broad.
I'm just embarrassed. I mean, really. That's just really what it boils down.
We are a clown show, and I ain't hiding it.
I'm not mad anymore. I'm just like, whatever. I just, like I said, it really, the final straw, really, was just seeing American citizens support Palestine, Hamas, killing babies. That's what we're doing. So I guess my question is this: if Hitler was around today, would he be praised?
It was the National Socialist
Party.
Would
we have swastikas hanging around our U.S. Congress? I'm just asking. I'm just asking. Because that's where we're at kind of right now.
If race wasn't, part of the structure, he might be.
I'm just asking. It's just a question.
That might be the one thing, Yeah. We'll see. Only time will tell. But until next time.